Understood.
Alright guys, this is going to be the beginning of the 8th round here, and I saw there was a lot of views on the Mass Effect, so I'm going to keep this little series going and keep bringing you guys Mass Effect gameplay. I really enjoy playing this game, and I'm glad to see a lot of people like to see it, and a lot of people are interested in it, so you guys just stick around. There's a lot more Mass Effect gameplay to be had. I'm gonna start doing strategies for all the maps because we beat every one of them on gold. So I mean, we have the strategies pretty much down for how you do all these. So this first one that you're seeing here, this is still Firebase Giant. Last video we did rounds 6 and 7. This one's gonna be rounds 8 and 9. Then we're gonna finish up with 10 and 11 in the next vid. There's always going to be 11 rounds to end it if you're not familiar with the game. The 11th round is always going to be like an extraction round. You're just fighting off the enemy and holding down the extraction point until somebody comes to pick you up. And yeah, that's how this the multiplayer mode works in this thing. It's just really similar to the Horde mode and Gears and stuff like that. Well, the strategy for this so far is still the same. You have one person, which is me, who's standing here watching everybody's back. You got me just tossing out decoys and taking on all these guys, and I'm just just trying to make sure I don't get completely overrun with these guys that are just flooding through back here. It's not too crazy right now, but I mean, you guys have seen it before where it's just a ton of people. There's a few times I had to pull out my missile launcher and use that. If you're wondering why I have 4 rockets instead of the 2 that you begin with, and then I have more than 2 like health recycles or whatever, and thermal clips, that's because I got that stuff from buying the Spectre packs. You get upgrades for that stuff after. I don't know if there's a certain number you have to buy or anything like that. I just know that I bought a couple of them and I ended up with that. So they're definitely worth the money if you guys want to check it out. And it definitely makes the multiplayer part of this a lot easier when you don't have to worry about only having 2 times to revive yourself in case stuff gets crazy. And they're definitely worth your while. So the easiest way to get that is this. This is what I was talking about last round. This is why I started this whole thing. This is the easiest way to get those. So what you do is you have what is it? The Spectre packs cost 60,000 credits for every round, or not every round, but for every time you do gold, like we're doing right now, you're gonna get 70,000. Now, if your character that you're using, say you and all 3 of your friends have level 20 characters, which is level 20 is as high as you can go in the multiplayer. If you all have level 20 characters, then you have nothing to worry about gaining XP, and you don't gain any more money by doing the 11th round. All of the money that you're gonna get is gonna come as soon as you finish the 10th round. So what you guys could do, in case you guys are just looking to rack up money quick and you don't want to keep wasting your time with anything else, as soon as you finish the 10th round, you can just go ahead and let yourself die in the 11th round and just get it over with sooner. You'll save yourself from possibly having to use a self-revive or rockets and all that stuff, so you get to save a ton of your equipment and you get to save time. So it's a win-win situation for sure if you guys go that way. That's the way that we like to do it. But I was still leveling up this character, so I decided to go ahead and finish this one out. Now, I want to talk about a couple things today. One of the things I want to talk about is this whole strategy that I'm seeing. I know that you guys are only seeing it from my perspective, so if you guys want to see the other side and what it looks like, you can go over to my boy John Law's channel. I'm gonna go ahead and put a link to his channel in the description. John Law has he was with me actually in this gameplay, so you're gonna be able to see what it's like from his perspective. When you see, you'll be able to see, you know, what was going on in the other room that I'm not in, where everybody else is. So you'll be able to see the strategy there, see how things were working up there, and you know, that way I can completely fill you in and show you guys how to do it. And the other thing I want to talk about is, you know, how did you guys enjoy the single player campaign? So far, I'm not even halfway through that damn campaign, but I'm loving every minute of it. I actually lost track of time yesterday and spent like, I want to say like 2 or 3 hours on there, and I only expected to be on there for an hour before I hopped on multiplayer, but I didn't even think about it once I got into that campaign mode. It sucks you in. It's like an awesome movie, and you just don't want to miss out on a second of it. So I'm definitely enjoying it. I don't know if I will enjoy the ending though, and I hear there's a ton of people who didn't like the ending at all. If you guys didn't enjoy the ending, then you're definitely not alone there. There's a ton of people who have been complaining about this, and the people at BioWare were really they're really down to hear about that. So in I think like gaming history or something like that, I don't think I've ever heard of anybody doing what BioWare is about to do for the fans of this game. They've actually decided to go ahead and completely change the ending of the game for you guys. So that's what they're willing to do to make sure that their fans are happy. And you know, that's pretty crazy. I mean, to see that kind of dedication out of a gaming company to completely change up an ending of a game just to help their fans who weren't happy with the ending. I mean, I wish certain titles would put that much effort into making a quality video game. I mean, I've never heard of people doing that before. Anyways, though, that's the way that one worked out. So you see, this one is going to be a round where we have to do the hack that I was talking about. If you guys didn't hear in the last vid, rounds 3, 6, and 10 are going to be the objective rounds. Every single time, it never changes. It's always going to be exactly those two, rounds 3, 6, and 10. So for these ones, you just want to get all 4 players in here, get this done as fast as possible, and what you do is, as soon as all of it finishes, you just run like hell and get out of there and get right back to the building. If not, you try to stand out in the open and take all these guys on. It is going to be hell for you guys. They're just going to swarm you from all sides, and it's just going to be all bad. You guys will see that as soon as we finish this, I'd take off like fucking Usain Bolt. Like, I don't waste any time in here because it gets really bad. Especially because all these characters have, you know, barely any health compared to what the Krogans have. A Krogan soldier or a Krogan sentinel, once you max out their health and stuff like that, it's gonna have like what, 1,200 health and 1,600 shield, and you know, that is just completely just blowing anything else out of the water. Some of the other characters have maybe like 700 and 700, 800 and 1,000, something like that. So that just completely blows it out of the water. So I want to talk about some of the pros and cons in this game. Now that we talked about the objective stuff and you know how that stuff is supposed to work, this is one of the cons of the game right now that you're seeing. There's still host problems, as there is with most other video games, and I'm a victim of that right now. So what's going on is, I cannot throw out a decoy. I cannot shoot my gun. Well, I'm shooting my gun, but I can't hit anybody with it. You see, I'm hitting this guy dead on with my gun. It's doing no damage, and it looks like there's nothing even coming out of the gun. Also, it's not letting me pick up bullets, and it won't let me switch to my rockets. It won't let me do anything. I can hit the power button, but that's all I can possibly do right now. Other than that, it is I'm completely useless right now to my teammates. So this is getting kind of crazy. You see that even this guy is completely lagging right now. He's shooting at me somewhere else. I'm standing over here in this corner, and he's just running around. And if you saw right there, the little notification pops up that lets you know that if you have thermal clips, which is that thing on the left D-pad, there on my screen. If I hit that, that'll completely refill your ammo. It'll refill your grenades if you have them, all of that stuff. And it's not working for me at all right now. Anyways, though, that was the end of the 10th round. So we'll finish up the 11th one in just a minute. And I hope you guys are enjoying everything so far. All right, I'm out. Peace.